back, and then in the end we were just lucky. I mean, I feel sorry for Ajax. They played a very good game against us. I think over the 2 games they played better football than us. Today we mostly created more chances than them, but still football they played better. But in the end we're just lucky we score, and yeah, it's a relief because we've been fighting for this, and it's really I think it's a dream for everyone to be in the Champions League final.
Well, the luck went your way, but also there was plenty of heart and plenty of fight. Nobody gave up. What was the chat at half-time? Because you were a different side in the second half.
No, I think we felt like we couldn't. We weren't able to look ourselves in the mirror afterwards. If we go down 3 or 4-0 today, I mean, we had to fight back. There was no other option. Of course, we scored pretty early to get some momentum and get some play to put them a bit under pressure. But then in the end, I think it was just. Yeah, we're just lucky the ball falls in the right direction, and Lucas had a wonderful game with 3 goals. I mean, yeah, we just, yeah, I mean, relieved.
So it's not so much a tactical.
Hugo dropped that ball.
So here we go. This is what it looks like. The 2 English Premier League sides going to be playing against each other. For Tottenham, it's a huge game, of course. It's their very first appearance at this stage of the Champions League. Liverpool looking to add to an already storied European history. They fell short last time out. Liverpool have won both when they've met in the Premier League, Steve. Does that have any indication for you of what might happen here in this final?
Yeah, I think Liverpool's the favourite. You know, they've played unbelievably start to finish this year. They're deeper. You could say they're more talented. The last game at Anfield, those Spurs were right there. It was a mistake at the end. Lloris dropped the ball and an own goal. Actually, I think it went off Alderweireld in the end. So Spurs, you know, can match them. Having said that, I think Liverpool's clearly the favourite.
I think for me, one of the most exciting things about this matchup is both teams are very good, but the coaches. Both teams are a reflection of the personality, the spirit. Both of those results come because of that, and it's infectious, and it's Pochettino and it's Klopp, and I'm as excited for that as I am what we're going to see on the field. 2 incredible personalities and coaches have done so well this season.
Yeah, and I think the happiest team today is Liverpool. I think they'd much rather prefer to play Tottenham.
Why you got to rain on my parade?
I got to be honest, but anything can happen in the finals, which is a good part for you.
We'll be right back. Stay with us for more. Finish for Ajax. It's been a tough season for Spurs, but I mean, wow, what a culmination this is coming to.
Oh man, like I apologize for being on air in tears. Such a homer all season long, but
this is beyond, for me sums it up.
Beyond my dreams, and I think most Spurs' dreams. So thanks.
Yeah, the drama was just incredible, wasn't it? The last 2 days, great stuff.
Absolutely was. Well, make sure you don't miss the Champions League final, June 1st, live from Madrid. BR Live, TNT. We'll all be there. See you then.
And Europa.
Great, we'll be right back for you. Stay with us for more.
Got closer to the
in 3 weeks' time, I mean, it'll be a completely different game, and it'll be fun to play.
Pace like that in the team, because he's actually played the second ball out, caught play up, and then got on with it. Yeah. And that's the pace, the movement, the identifying the spaces to run into. I mean, the intelligence of that goal was brilliant to see.
And then I remember sitting here, we're saying, well, remember last night? Liverpool scored 2 goals.
Ridiculous save, but watch the footwork when the ball comes to Lucas Moura after this. Is a great ball. Trippier improved second half. How he made that save, I'll never know. Should have probably claimed that here. Once you get a close-up, 4 or 5 touches he gets here with the ball in such a tight area is what you call real pure skill.
It's so wonderful that they all do try 100%. They've got 2 spare players in there. This is the naivety of a young Ajax team as well. How can you let 2 players in? Look at the change of
so to make a save like that, and then to drop it.
This is the angle. This is the angle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Bang! Have that. Unbelievable goal.
I'm really pleased for him as well, because he never really got a chance at PSG, and he's been in and out of Tottenham. When he first came, everyone went, wow, he's a player. Now he's got 2 hat-tricks this season. He's going to get better and better.
Do you know what's great about that? It's patience. Yeah. It shows you to young players in the game today, a lot of players in the game, young and old, impatient. I'm not playing for a couple of games, get me out, ring my agent, get me out. Yeah. Patience, perseverance, professionalism.
Yeah, absolutely. And it certainly paid off. And then it was, well, we started to believe it might be possible, and it went on.
He's going to be in centre of the goal, he's got to be, and he's just hooked it across his body. It's a wonderful finish.
I think Dele Alli, in particular, has been under pressure the last couple of weeks. Hasn't performed well. In defensive, he's had to play in centre midfield, which isn't his best position. But today, involved in 2 goals.
Look at this reaction.
Great.
Look at this.
Oh, it's great. You know what I love about this? This humanises people, this does. When you see the emotions that come after a result like this. We saw it last night. Tears, emotion flooding out. Today was the same. And Pochettino, I said it before, this team were a reflection of him today, the way they played.
This is live. This is now. He's come back out to see the Tottenham fans, who of course have been kept in the stadium as is normal. Great stuff. Absolutely fantastic stuff in front of the supporters there. I mean, he's so many semi-finals Tottenham have lost.
Yes.
Not in this competition, obviously, but in the FA Cup.
That's a good point. Yeah.
Who's he calling out? Let's see who's exactly.
I think this.
And you know what, as well,
his staff.
But this is great. Look, this is fantastic. The humility of him here. He's such a nice guy. I've met him. You've met him. He's a lovely, lovely guy. Been up to the training ground. He deserves it. You know, they'll be saying in that dressing room now, later on, on the flight home, one more.
Yeah.
They'll be back, you know, head back on. There's one league game, there's one more game to go. You know, we're celebrating like we've won the cup. No, we're in the final.
It's especially good now in many ways for them that they've got that, what is it, an 8-goal cushion, isn't it, for the Champions League? You know, just in case it doesn't happen in the final, at least they've got that cushion. But it's important. Not now, but
it's been the strangest season in the world. Don't tell me they're going to lose. They're going to lose 4-0 and Arsenal win 4-0.
You know what?
Please don't say that.
Do you know what? Performances like this, results like this, it builds a bond between players and managers and staff and fans. With this specific team now, this will live forever in their lives. I'm telling you, they'll look back on this when they retire. This will bring them together. That's a bond that will marry these players up, start everyone together. It's a beautiful moment.
Look at this. I sense too that the supporters in that corner of the stadium will remember this forever, to have been here on this occasion.
Yeah, every Spurs fan in the world will remember it without a doubt. And as I say, there's one more to go. But the people in the stadium, wow, what a night. As the old Four Seasons song.
Pochettino takes his staff off the field of play. We can get more reaction. We can hear from the hat-trick hero, Lucas Moura. He's with Des.
Lucas, in your wildest dreams, did you imagine a night like that?
It's impossible to explain what I am feeling in this moment. I am very, very happy, very proud of my teammate. We always believed in this moment. We always believed that it was possible, and we gave everything on the pitch. I think we deserved this moment. We are a family. Impossible to explain, impossible. I am so happy. That's a big gift from God, and I would like to share it with my teammates, with my family, all my friends, and enjoy this moment.
Will you ever be involved in a more dramatic moment, or perhaps you will in the final, to score a hat-trick in injury time, to take your team to the Champions League final when everything looked lost, but you still believed?
Yeah, but like I said, it's not only me, it's my teammates, it's a teamwork. Everyone worked very hard. It's too difficult to play here against Ajax. They played very well, but I always, like I said, I always believed in my teammates. We have a lot of qualities, even without key players. We did really well. I'm very proud, and that's a team, that's a family, and we need to fight all the game like this.
There's an amazing atmosphere in your dressing room. There's tears, there's celebration. Nobody's quite sure how.
Yeah, it's amazing. The football is amazing. The football gives the moment like this that we cannot imagine. So we need to enjoy. Look at me like I am. It's a big moment, the best moment in my life, the best in my career, and I only need to say thank you to my teammates, because what I am living here at Tottenham is unbelievable. I am so happy.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much.
Well, all the Tottenham players are now out on the field with the staff and everyone involved with the club in front of their own supporters. They've come back out to say thank you for their support, which was, of course, terrific tonight. And look at these scenes. Harry Kane, who, of course, could well be fit for the final, which will make all the difference. Let's hope all the star players are back. Let's hope Mo Salah's fit. Let's hope Roberto Firmino's fit. Let's hope Harry Kane is part of that Tottenham team that plays in that final in Madrid in 3 weeks' time.
Listen, we've got 2 English teams in the Champions League. We could have 2 in the Europa League final as well.
Yeah.
You know, so this could be a cycle now of English teams dominating Europe. I don't want to speak too soon,
well,
but let's enjoy this moment.
And Spain have had their time, obviously, the last decade.
It's unbelievable to see. We've got great scenes.
Those supporters have suffered a bit over the years, Glenn.
Yeah.
With near misses,
exactly.
etc.
Those
great for them.
The semi-finals that you've said, you know, it's a killer to lose semi-finals. At least when you go to the final, you've been in the final. But no, they deserve it. There's Daniel Levy out there as well, chairman. He's on the pitch as well, I think. There, sir. So no, they've got to work together now, you know, towards this epic final now. But then he's got to sit down with Daniel, and they've really got a bright future for Tottenham. It really is going to be this new stand as well. I can't tell you what a time to go and do what they're doing with
the
stadium there.
Do you know what? If there were some players sitting in there the last few weeks, given the results they've had, a bad run of form, thinking, you know what, this is falling apart, I'm going to get out of here. This could be the catalyst to bring them back under that roof.
Mauricio Pochettino did, of course, say that if they win this competition, he might well retire and leave Tottenham. Surely not.
I don't know if that man in the middle there will let him go. To be honest,
I think that was just
strong negotiating position. He's probably in there. I would suggest. But
his agent's probably on the phone already.
But also, but it helps to keep the star players that they've got, like you're saying, Rio. But to entice players to come to the club now. And if we go and win it, it's going to be a hell of a game against Liverpool. To win it, a new stadium, the training ground is the best in the world as well. It's a wonderful time.
Yeah, the facilities that they've got now, and there's no better advert for a football club than what they've just seen tonight.
Yeah, for players to attract top players.
To attract top players. The spirit, the players that they've got, the fight, the desire that they've got, and a manager who, look, when you watch him on TV, you hear him speak, that's the type of manager you'd want to play for. Brilliant. What a feeling that is for them boys.
But it was done through character. I mean, they've played some lovely football over the last 3 or 4 years under Pochettino. But the second half was about rolling your sleeves up, showing belief. That's a word that, if you don't really in your heart, it's all right saying it, but if you've got to believe it in your heart, your emotion has to go out there and really believe it. They believe,
and he went for it with his substitution. You see Lamela there. We've just seen Llorente. He made, obviously he had to go for broke.
But we saw in the first game. In the first game, that Llorente come on. He didn't go and pick on Daley Blind the way he did today. Either he's been told or he's identified that himself. They're little details in the game that make a big difference. Daley Blind physically can't deal with Llorente. Go and stand on him, put the ball on a sixpence for him, and then people run off him. And that's where the winning goal comes from.
And Hugo Lloris made a couple of terrific saves at 2-2 when it could have gone Ajax's way. They were counter-attacking, looked dangerous at times, Glenn.
Oh yeah, he's done his job with concentration. The second half, he didn't have that much to do, but when it was needed, he was excellent. Plus, they hit the post in the second half in the first leg. If you remember, that's the tie probably over then. 2 away goals, and they hit the post, and they hit the post again tonight. You know, and that's you take that luck, but it's not just luck. You have to respond from that good fortune, and they did, and they just kept going at it. And for me, Llorente was excellent second half, but the balls into him, the service was better. It was in his chest, gave him a chance. When he comes on so many times, the ball's right up in the air. It's no good. He can't do anything with it. The quality of the service to him was much better.
I think I said it before, but Dele Alli, man, when he plays off the front, man, there ain't many better in terms of timing runs. He's not someone who's going to do you with a bit of skill maybe and run past you with a burst of pace, but in terms of timing runs into the box and identifying space, he's up there. And when he gets in, he can finish. And he's passed the pass for the last goal, man. I mean, beautiful stuff.
I think these celebrations are going to go on and on. We're going to take another little break, and when we come back, we'll remind you of the other...
Will go down in history for Tottenham Hotspur. One great goal after the other from Moura today. The 5th different player.
What a goal from Dele Alli, too, by the way.
Absolutely.
Peach, I mean...
Here it was. Long-suffering Spurs fans who...
He did 2 laps around the building, he said.
Wow. That is unreal.
What a moment. We're going to bring you highlights, we'll bring you analysis, we'll break it all down.
Too old to be crying over football.
We'll be back in a minute. See you in a sec.
Tim, your face.
think.
He must be texting you right now, is he?
Yeah,
Sure.
he has sent me a message. You better send me one. All the grief he's given me over the years.
JJ Watt getting involved as well.
We'll see you all at the Champions League final, right, you guys?
I'm sure.
Clemson Tiger right there, Deshaun Watson.
Right.
You buying tickets, are you, or what?
If you want, lads, they're all on me.
Good one.